old was people who own their own home or have owned a home? How old were you when you owned your first home? With a mortgage, I mean. How old were you when you owned your first home? The youngest I've seen is 19. I was 22, nearly 23. No, that's not possible. Under 18, you can't get a mortgage. So, yeah, I know you're lying. Sorry, Lucy. I forgot to tell Discord, didn't I? Sorry, Lucy. Only about 10 minutes. I am not hurting Luna. This is called preening. And you know what? She has these wonderful little things called wings. And she'd fly off if I was hurting her. And this is called keratin. It comes off their feathers. All this white powder is keratin. It comes off their feathers. And they do it when they're wild birds. They help each other. When you have a pet bird, you help it by cracking the feather and scratching the feather. Good evening, Chris. Thank you so much for the heart me, Chris. How are you this evening? Have you enjoyed your Sunday day off? Mickey, I said you can't get a mortgage at 16. Yeah, you can't get a mortgage. You can't buy a house and get a mortgage at 16. You can inherit one, yes. Chris, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the populars. We did have a popular push earlier on, Chris, but we didn't stand half a chance. Who needs a mortgage, Jackie? A lot of people need a mortgage. Very few people can buy a house outright. Chris, thank you for the populars. Bloody hell, Chris, you're going a bit nuts with them there. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's so sweet of you, Chris. Bloody hell. Chris, are you all right? Chris, are you feeling all right? Are you feeling all right? Thank you. Guys, can we big up Chris with the love hearts or something? Can we big up Flower Boy Chris? Chris, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing better than I was a few days ago, Chris. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. Evening, Lisa. Thank you, Chris. I mean, not being funny, but there are days when I don't remember. There really are. Yeah, there really are days when I don't remember, because sometimes we need to be reminded, don't we? Sometimes we definitely need to be reminded. Yes, you've got a lovely pin there, and I'm just trying to get it for you. You want me to, but at the same time you don't want me to, do you? Oh, I'll work round it. There you go. All right, I'll leave that one alone. I'm just working round it. Yes, I'm just working round it. I'm working round it. There. Yes. By the way, guys, I'm just balancing her. I'm not actually holding her. So if she wanted to move, she could move any second she wanted to. I'm hardly holding her. I'm just so loosely holding her. She's not a budgie. No, she is a Konya. She's called a pineapple green cheek Konya. And her name is Luna. And she is 8. Oh, sorry. Leave that one alone. Sorry. Sorry, darling. Oh. But you can tell she's very relaxed and enjoying it, except when I get one that's not yet ready. Yeah. How old is she? 8 years old. No, she's just very relaxed and enjoying having a head scratch. I'm preening her. So it's a bit like giving a hairbrush to a child. Not a hairbrush, brushing a child's hair. So what you're doing is you're helping the bird where it can't reach. So a bird's beak can't reach all round its neck. It can't reach this bit of its neck. It can't reach right under its beak. It can't reach the top of its head and round the back of its head. It just can't do it. In the wild, and when you've got a flock of birds, they help each other. And if you've got two bonded birds, they'll help each other. But when you've just got one bird, you need to do it for them. And when you've got the bond that me and Luna have, that's when it becomes such a precious time. Just sitting together, and you see, she might be telling me, not that one, Mum, leave that one alone. But she's also really enjoying it. And she knows that I'm not hurting her. She knows this is helping her. And she's also really relaxed. Oh, sorry. Leave that one alone. And she's just telling me, not that one, Mum. Ow. I'm not getting another, no. I don't want the bond between me and Luna broken. And there's no guarantee that if I got another bird that Luna would actually like it. It could actually make Luna jealous. And as it is, I don't think it would be fair to Luna or Bee to introduce another pet at the moment. I can look after these two quite happily at the moment, although I do struggle at times. But if I took on another pet, apart from the fish, if I took on another pet that needed a lot of time and stuff, I couldn't justify it. Oh, I love it too, Grace. When she stretches her wings, yeah. You see, I wouldn't touch underneath because she can do those herself, and I don't touch the tail, although I keep an eye on the tail and her wings, so she will tolerate me lifting her wings and checking them. But you'll see how gently I do it. I check them, I don't poke them around. The reason I do this is because it also helps if she ever broke a wing feather. If she ever had a break in a feather and needed a vet trip to sort it out, having her used to being handled by me also means that she'd be better with a vet handling her. And you can see how tame she is with me. And she's not tame like this with everybody, but all sorts of things, Grace. A flight accident, crash landing, just turning and catching her feathers on something. So at the moment, she's got 2 baby feathers coming in on her tail. So I'm keeping an eye on those at the moment. So she's got one at the back, which is a long feather. So you see this feather here? Don't know if you can see that there. There is a tiny little feather just next to my fingertip. Can you see that? That's a new feather. So this tail feather here will probably come off soon. So again, it's important to just keep an eye on them and keep an eye on their feathers. And she doesn't mind me looking at them. I do keep her tail feathers, yes. And her wing feathers, the big feathers of the wings I keep. I don't keep all the little ones. She is a parrot, yes. She's not like a mini parrot. She is a small parrot. Parrots come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. So yeah, she is a parrot. She flies around all the time, Lindsay, yeah. I mean, I could throw her now and she'd happily fly. Her name's Luna. I'm not sure yet, Florence. I have a box full. And some people I give them to. So, say, for example, when I visit somebody who wants one, I'll give them a tail feather. You know, these these orangey tail feathers of hers are all over the place. There's a few in France. There's a few in America. There's a couple in... Amanda, have I sent you some yet? I think you've got a couple, haven't you, Amanda? I think. Oh, hello, friend of God. Was that your flower stall I was having a look at? Okay, cool. Please don't say where, but you've had some lovely flowers. She is 8 years old. She can say hello, give us a kiss, 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 yes, and stop it. Yes, she sometimes fluffs her feathers to clean them, yes. Have I not sent you any yet, Amanda? Whoops. You'll be getting some soon. Sorry. Should I get that pin? Will you let me get that one there? Yes. Oh, not lower down, she says. She says, Mum, do the tip of it, but leave it lower down. So I've cracked it. Yeah, she's got pins. She's always got pins. Now, she wouldn't let my dad do this. When my parents were looking after her while I was on holiday, my dad was looking after her while I was on holiday. My dad wouldn't do this. My dad did not have the guts to preen her. So she came back from 2 weeks without me and had a lot of pins. And for half an hour that evening, we sat and we had a big pin cracking session. Didn't we? Yes. Hi, Jedwin. I'm all right, thanks. How are you? Pins, Grace, are new feathers coming through. So they come through like a pin, that's why they're called pins, and they're wrapped in a very thin sheath keratin, which is basically the same as our fingernails, but it's very, very, very thin and quite soft. And they could do it themselves on most of their feathers, but they can't reach the back of their heads and their necks and right under their beaks. So the best thing to do is help them. I have had a good Sunday, Jedwin, thank you. Yes, I spent a few hours in the hot tub earlier. Bee has actually taken herself in the garden this evening. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yes, she does, Chris. She does have a UV light, but at this time of year I don't put it on very much, because at this time of year she's getting plenty of daylight. But in the winter, from about September till about March, she will have her UV light on all day, every day. Whether she's in the cage or not, the UV light will be on all day, every day. I know, I couldn't believe it, Pumpkin. Her jumping up and walking round the pool and then letting me she got on me and me letting her letting me move to the centre of the pool while she was on me. I couldn't believe it. I genuinely couldn't believe it. I'd love it to get to the point where she's happy to come for a quick swim. I would love her to get more confidence around water. I really would. Because it would make bathing her so much easier apart from anything else. She doesn't like water. She doesn't like getting wet. So if I can encourage her that it's okay, she'll be happier to go out in the rain. She'll be happier to get wet. She'll be happier to have a bath, all that type of thing. Stepping stones, exactly. Small steps. But that was a huge step today, I think. Oh, you got an itch there. Do you want me to scratch that one as well? You know, there. Oh, just scratch that there for you. I need a good nail for that one, and I broke a nail yesterday. I know, I broke the ideal scratching nail. Let me move fingers, because that one on that hand's better. There. Oh, yes, that's got the spot, hasn't it? Oh, yes. No, she's not loud at all at night. She's very quiet. They need sleep. They need 10 to 12 hours sleep a night. Don't you? Yes. Thank you. I've just washed it this evening, or earlier this evening. How long have I had her? 8 years. 8 years on the 23rd of July. She is already 8 years old. She hatched sometime in April 2018. And on the 23rd of July, I will have had her 8 years, sorry. They do sleep standing up, yes. B is curled up on the rug. She's just down here. Disgusting people in the chat. She's a lovely colour, isn't she? Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nature Girl. Richard, does she really? Does she really hang upside down to sleep? That is weird. You see, she's now decided, right, time for me to prune my own tips of my wings. So you notice I don't touch her wings and these feathers because she can do them herself. So she's now doing her own, so I won't touch her while she's doing her own. But then if she kind of shows me that she wants some more, I'll do some more. Her beak, you mean if she bites me, it can hurt. What you have to remember with a parrot is they have the bite force of the equivalent size of a lion. So if Luna really wanted to, she can take a chunk out of my finger. She's only got a very small beak, so she couldn't break my finger. But she could take a chunk of meat out of my finger if she wanted to. Her name's Luna. So yeah, they can hurt a lot. Can't you? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I've just washed it. That's why it's looking lovely. It's looking lovely and clean because I've just washed it. I've let it dry naturally as well. If she fully bit you, it would hurt. Oh, bloody hell, Archie. And she has bit me before. She's never taken a chunk out my finger, but she has bitten me, yes. She's drawn blood. She's left beak marks in my fingers plenty of times. She's only drawn blood a couple of times. She's never actually taken a chunk out of my finger. Depends what you mean by expensive to own, Charlie. Like any pet, you have to be aware of vet bills, which could happen anytime. I have a small savings account with a couple of £100 in it, which is set aside for any medical expenses for Luna. Which, it wouldn't be enough, but it would at least be a start on paying a medical bill for her. It's not enough, it wouldn't be enough, but it would at least be a start. Medical bills, you have insurance if you want to get pet insurance for your bird. You have the food costs, you have the cage costs, you have your cleaning costs. You can't just use ordinary cleaning chemicals because they're allergic to them and stuff like that, and ordinary cleaning chemicals can poison a bird. Yes, you have to take them to an avian vet. So it can't just be an exotic vet. It has to be a bird vet, so an avian vet. Vet. You are happy this evening, aren't you? Cozy Bay, doesn't worry me if she's male or female. I was told she was female when I got her. And you know what? To me, she'll always be Luna, regardless of whether she's male or female. It doesn't really matter to me. Megs, with birds like Luna, they have to have a DNA test on their feathers. You can't tell just by looking at them. I can see if she will, Richard. Hold on. She might not. You gonna wave? Give a wave. Oh, half attempt. Come on, wave. That was half an attempt. Aww. She's happy because she's also full. We've been eating fresh mango. And she's like, oh, is there any left, Mum? Is there any left? No. You know, wave. High five. Oh, good girl. Oh, there isn't any left. I haven't got any in the fridge either. Good girl. She's 8 years old. So Jasper, on the 23rd of July, I will have had her 8 years. So I got her on the 23rd of July, 2018. Mwah. You know, it's on my knee. All right. Earlier on, it did make me laugh. She's got a perch here in the living room. Earlier on, she flew over to me, sat on my other knee. Oh, and you're doing it again. That's bloody typical. So earlier on, she sat on my knee. Flew down, sat on my other knee, and pooed. And then flew back to her perch again. This time, she's just pooed on my other knee. And now she's moved back to this side again. No, I don't cover her cage at night. No. Because I'm on my own in the house and it's just me, Luna and Bee, we've got a very quiet house. So because I don't disturb Luna at night, I know she's got peace and quiet. If I was a busy house with kids and other people coming and going a lot, then yes, you'd need to cover them to make sure they get a lot of peace and quiet and darkness and stuff. My bugbear is in the room. Excuse me, I am distracted. There is a tiny moth. And if you know anything about teddy bears, you know that a moth is a teddy bear collector's worst enemy. It's too quick for me. Where's my fly swats? No, it's not in here. Come closer, little moth. Come to me, little moth, and I can squish you. Sorry, guys. It's the only time I'm ever violent. where's it just gone? There. Almost got it. That's the worst, when you half get it and it jumps. Well, I know I've injured it, but I can't now see it. Got it. One dead moth. Luna, do you want some protein? Hello, bee. Come here, you've got a feather on your nose. Come here. Come here. No, come here, I'll get the feather off your nose. Hello. Come on, up. You're going to come up? She says, no, I'm going to look at what you were doing. Well, the dead moth is up here on the table, bee. So I'll show you guys. It is a tiny little moth. You know, it's a carpet moth kind of thing. The problem is with tiny little moths like that, they can do a lot of damage to bears. I know it looks like nothing, but they can do a lot of damage to mohair bears. So yes. Brooke, you've spammed that for ages, Brooke. Can you stop spamming? Thank you very much. Yeah, Julie, yeah, and they're a worst nightmare for a teddy bear collector. They really are. Well, I don't recognise you, Brooke, so I'm sorry you're not going to get any more of a response than that. I've got no plans to dye my hair again. No films with filters. Hello, are you climbing on my hair? You cross about that moth? No, no plans to get any more pets. Oh, Jacob, piss off. She is very sweet, isn't she, Fizzy Pop? She is. I'm going to open the window because it's warm this evening. Oh, I don't like it when I don't have fresh air. Is anybody else like that? Is anybody else a fan of fresh air? Alexa, living room 50%. Alexa, living room 50%. Alexa's not playing ball this evening. Do it myself. There we go, that'll do. Stops all too many moths coming in through the window. Sorry, guys. No, she won't, Lauren. I've got the shutters half closed, but also Luna's very happy. I mean, Luna sits with the back door wide open and doesn't fly off. So yeah, no, she's fine. Hello, Jasmine. Good evening to you. She is gorgeous, Emma, isn't she? I'm good, thank you, Tracy. How are you this evening? She is beautiful, yes. Oh, Bee's gone to eat her dinner at last. Bee's got a bowl full of food and doesn't want it. So she's just, I can hear her licking it, so she's just gone to eat it. Yeah, playing hairdresser. It's one of her favourite things to do. Hey, Bee, you coming back over here? Come on, then. Do you want to come and say hello to everybody? You want to come and say hello? Come on, then, up. Come on, up. Are you coming up this side, that side, or you're not coming up? She's not coming up. Okay. If she poops in my hair, that'll be highly unusual. But if she poops in my hair, I'll just go and wipe my hair and wash it when needed. But she rarely does. She'll poop on my clothes, but it's highly, highly, highly unusual for her to poop in my hair. This is territorial. Her puffing her wings up like that is territorial. She's saying, this is my spot. Yeah, we've not had a bad weekend, thank you, Nia Jade. Yeah, it's not been a bad weekend. No, they do well in pairs, Jen. Yeah, they do well in pairs as well as on their own. I've always had Luna on her own, so I honestly don't think she would take easily to another bird. Bee's just jumped on me and on straight onto Eric and is now sniffing out the window. Even though she's been out in the back garden only 20 minutes or so before I came live and didn't want to do anything. Now she's sniffing out the front window. Did you like the Buzzball? That was over a week ago. Yes, I did enjoy it, yes. I'm going to have another Buzzball. Is it Wednesday night that England have their first match? Is it Wednesday night? No, Morgan, she wasn't, because Luna grew up with another dog. So yeah. Ow. Right, so what I'm planning on doing for every goal, you know, I've got the big watermelon Buzzball. You know, I've got the big watermelon Buzzball. So I'm planning on doing a shot glass of Buzzball every time England score a goal. So if you want to watch the football with me, we'll see how many shot glasses I drink. Sainsbury's Tinkerbell. It's not watermelon, it's honeydew melon. Sorry, not watermelon, sorry. Ow. I've taken extra antihistamine this evening, but I've got an itchy back because of the chemicals in the hot tub. I like that, Miz. We'll all be sober. Come on. It's the first round. I mean, who is it they're playing? I genuinely can't tell you who they're playing because I genuinely don't know. Is it Croatia? Ow. Oh, why am I so itchy? Well, I know why I'm so itchy. It's because my lower back has been soaked in the hot tub chemicals, and that's why it's so itchy. Yeah, this is what happens. This is why I don't use chlorine, but even the other chemicals are still affecting me. What's a histamine pen? I've already taken an extra antihistamine tonight, Julie. Oh, thank you so much, Cozy Bay, for the budding heart. Thank you so much. Thank you. Charlie, it comes and goes. At the moment, my lower back is itchy, partly because of how I'm sitting, and I'm sat with this cushion behind me and I've got very warm. So I'm just giving my lower back some air. Luckily you can't see it, but I've just cleared my skin so my lower back can get some air so I'm not so hot. I mean, not that you need to know this, but at the moment I sleep with no pyjamas at all. I literally sleep in my birthday suit at the moment because it relaxes my skin a lot more than having clothes on at night. So I use my duvet and just sleep in my birthday suit. Yes, Sam, yes, there's a group of us going. How many other people sleep in their birthday suit? Hello, Bee. Do you want to come and say hello? No? All right. Come on then. Come and say hello. See, she just didn't want me to pick her up. She wanted to come up on her terms. Hello. Now Luna's on the chair. Hello. Hello. She's a lot happier today than yesterday, aren't you, baby? Nah. Nyam, 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 nyam. A lot happier today than yesterday. Oh, really, Sarah? Oh, that's funny, Richard, yes. She is a Chihuahua, yes. She's been on heat. Well, she still is, I suppose. And basically I think she's finished bleeding, but I'm not 100% sure. And it was very light anyway. Oh, ow, 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 ow. My hair's loose and you're pulling on it. B, you're not Luna. Ow, you're pulling my hair, dog. Oof. Yes, Fizzy Pop, she's on heat. You know, she's on heat. That means same as a human being having a period. That's all right. If you didn't get what I said, that's fine. No, it's her second one. Ow. Cooling mat. That's not a bad idea, I suppose, Morgan. I know what the problem is. It's flared up because of the chemicals in the hot tub. I know that's what it is. Oh, come here. How was Paris? Paris was lovely, thank you, Louis. Hey, Robbie, how are you? Hey, Lauren, good evening. I don't have a working shower at the moment, memes mama. It would help, but I don't have a working one. So, yeah, once my wet room's done, it'll be a lot easier. It's also why I'm a bit itchy, I swear, as well. You can ask me a question. Luna can't read, but you can ask me a question. Yes, Jack. Hello, Firestarter. I haven't got cats, no, I've just got B and Luna. So B is a Chihuahua, not a cat. She's smaller than most cats. Luna is a pineapple green cheek conure, and she is a parrot, yes. I don't have a favourite one-off, Louis. I have a group of favourite films, but not just one. Uh, 8 years, Carly. On the 23rd of July, I have had Luna 8 years. And she's why I came on TikTok in the first place. 4 years ago, about this time 4 years ago, it's when I first came on TikTok live for the first time and wanted to just chat with people and show Luna. Never dreamt that my account 4 years later would be giving me a job. Never dreamt it. But here we are. Oh, thanks, Carol. There's a bird on my shoulder. I know, Janice. I know. Ow. Have you seen Tomorrow Disney film? What do you mean Tomorrow? I've not seen a film called Tomorrow. I've seen Tomorrowland. Is it Tomorrowland? Hold on. Actually, I can't remember what it's called now. I don't think I've seen a film called Tomorrow, but I think I've seen one called Something Tomorrow Something. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, I have seen it, Matteo. That is the one you mean. Yes, I have seen it, and it's one I do actually quite like. It is Tomorrowland. Yeah, it is one I've seen. Yes. The bit about the Eiffel Tower does make me laugh. You have to watch it to find out. I've never seen Saving Mr. Banks. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it. Matteo, I don't think they should. I'm glad they stopped when they did, because it could have got very silly. I'm glad they did one. It's a good film, but I'm glad they didn't try and do a follow-up, because it could have just got very silly. Thank you for the DJ Corey Lee Global and other things. Thank you. Do I think 6 is too young? No, not at all. 6 is not too young to go to Disney. No. I'd say 4 is the youngest you should take a child to Disney. They're old enough to enjoy it. They might not remember it, but they're old enough to enjoy it and know who Mickey Mouse is and stuff like that. Younger than 4, I personally think it would be a struggle. But there are plenty of people who take babies, so everybody's got their own choices. I'll show you these guys. I came back from Paris with an obsession for these. It's like eating sugar puffs wrapped in Kinder chocolate. Hello. They're lush. Very, very lush. Oh, and by the way, we've had straw wars this evening. We've had straw wars. So I came into the room after going off and taking Luna out and Bea outside for a while. I came in the room earlier, came back indoors to find my drinks mug on the table, but couldn't find the straw anywhere. It was over the other side of the room. Straw wars. Now you know why I have stainless steel straws. Get her a window seat. She's loving looking out the window like this and being able to balance on top of Eric and look out, stand on her back legs and look out the window. But she needs a proper window seat. She's 8 years old. Sorry, Katie. Luck of the draw when it comes to hormones, I suppose. I would, yes, but not for a while. What are you barking at? Eric is my elephant, baby life-size elephant. Hi, Chloe. How are you doing? Okay, Pumpkin. Thank you for telling me. I did go and visit historic places in Paris. I went to Versailles. I saw the gardens of Versailles, and rode over the very, very bumpy pavement. I was going to go to Notre Dame, but I couldn't cope with the metro. I had a mini meltdown on the metro in Paris because of how unreliable the access was. So, yeah, I cancelled my plans and changed my plans because of how inaccessible it was. I did enjoy Paris, yes. Thank you for the pop and the music and other things, SE6161. Thank you. Good evening, Venus. It was good fun, wasn't it, George? Am I doing Live Fest? I haven't yet decided. I'm never going to win Live Fest. Come on, be real. Be real. I'm never going to win something like Live Fest. It's not really much point me pushing it because I'm never going to win. There's absolutely no chance. So, yeah. I'd rather do little competitions. You know, little things with the agency and other little competitions rather than begging you guys to give me thousands of pounds, because that's what it takes to win Live Fest. It takes thousands of pounds from your followers. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to sit here and ask for that. Cakes and Castles, I hope you've had an awesome time. Luna is a pineapple green cheek conure. She is a parrot, yes. No, I'm eating one of these. This isn't the one I'm eating, this is another one. But I'm eating these. It's like eating sugar puffs wrapped in chocolate. I love that, Cakes and Castles. I found them for the first time in Paris and never seen them before. Never seen them before. Where's the cup from? That one was from, this one is from a shop called Typo. This one's from a shop called Typo. I know, Cakes and Castles, I do. I love Small World. My hair's longer. Well, Amy, I've just washed it this evening, so yeah. What's my secret, Skylark? I have extremely high testosterone because of my PCOS. That's why I grow facial hair. The bonus is my hair grows really long and really quickly as well. So not only do I have facial hair badly, and I wish I could get rid of that, I get the bonus of having hair grows long, grows fast. I know, Amy, it was was it October? September, October, so not quite a year ago, but 9 months. And that was short, that was kind of up here. So if you think about it, it's grown about that much in less than a year. Yes, I do, Malachi, yes. I don't know, Anastasia. No. I love the name, by the way. B, what are you doing? They have, yes. I've been to Florida before, as a child. Trouble. She's after the wheat. No, it's just Pepsi Max. Lime. No, Carol. No Disney tonight, darling. Sorry. Yeah, no Disney Dream Valley tonight. Sorry, Carla, not Carol. Sorry, apologies for me misreading it. Emma, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Sugar-free. Pepsi Max. Sugar-free. Best Pepsi Max is mango. Is my favourite, definitely. Love that Cakes and Castles. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world been turning. We didn't start the fire. Though we did deny it, we are trying to fight it. I remember that song came out many years ago. I was a teenager when that song came out. Oh, B, have you just nicked my jumper? That's very cute and I'll allow you to do it. B has just dragged my tracksuit jumper that I was wearing yesterday. She has just dragged it into her dog bed that I got yesterday. I tell you, this is so cute. I'm going to show you this. So, you know, yesterday her dog bed was over there. Well, I moved it down here last night and she's really taken to it. I'm going to show you what she's done. So literally in the last couple of minutes... Oh, hold on. I didn't realise that the camera was covered. Hold on. There you go. God is good all the time. Yes, he is. Amen. BB. Hello, BB. BB, darling. Yes, I agree with that, Emma. Katie's African Gay does have a good taste in music, definitely. B, hello, darling. Hello. Oh, no, you should have... I shouldn't have said hello to you so much. No, she's not neutered yet. She's on heat at the moment. So she is actually on heat at the moment. Shall I put Eeyore in your bed and then you can play with him in bed? This could actually get quite funny. She's going to bed with Eeyore. Eeyore is her latest victim. Yes, hold on. It's about to happen. Oh, no, she's saying, I'm taking him off there. It's the way she wraps her front paws round the toy to hold it. It's just so funny. You see, she wraps her paws round the toy. I know it is. I know she is, Gonk. She's on heat. So, she is tiny. She is. I'm afraid, B, you don't quite understand, but you don't have the bits for what you're trying to do. You're the other way round. Oh, good girl. You're going to curl up and sleep. She is tired. She spent a lot of time outside today. Here we go. Yes, I'm getting her fixed later this year, Nikki. I don't want to get her fixed in the middle of the summer. So I'm not going to get her done till after the heat of the summer, because I just don't think it's fair that she should have to go through the healing process when it's really, really hot. I just don't think that's fair on her. So she's in heat now, so that means she can't be spayed for at least until late July, because it's supposed to be at least a month, at least. So she can't be spayed until late July, early August as it is. So I'm saying let's leave it till into September so that she's out of the heat of the summer. I know, Keely, but I still don't want to take any chances. Miss CJ, did they say 3 months after? I thought it was a month at least, but I didn't know it was 3 months. Is that what they say now? Okay. Hello, Coco. Everything's good, thank you. How are you? 3 months. Okay, thank you, people, for telling me that. So if I say end of June, so end of September we're looking at then. Every 6 months. It's about every 6 months for a season. This time for B, it's been 7 months. Ooh. Thank you, Amanda. Come on. Thanks, Amanda, for that. I did think about it, Slee. I did think about having some puppies from B. But I know that I would struggle to look after puppies. Being realistic, I would struggle to look after puppies through the growing up stage. And I don't want to be unfair to Luna and B. I love the idea of B having puppies and me keeping one. I love the idea. But I've decided it's not right. I've just got to be sensible. Does that make sense? I'll tell you what, guys. I'll do a poll. If I'm making sense and you agree with me, smiley face. If I'm not making sense or you disagree with me, sad face. Do you think I'm doing the right thing? As much as I love the idea of having one of B's puppies, as much as I love the idea, I don't think it's the right thing to do. I don't think it's the right thing because I know I can't look after them. Yeah. You do agree with me. Yeah. Thank you, people. Thank you. I just feel it's the right thing to do. As much as I love the idea of Bea having puppies and me keeping one. Oh, she is tiny, yes. And I wouldn't want to risk her. I really wouldn't want to put her through that risk. Miss Independent, it just hasn't worked with timing, and people normally say they need to be big enough. At the moment, Bea's only just over a kilo. She's tiny. I wanted her to put more weight on, and she's still really small and really skinny. And yeah, it just is what it is. So yeah, she's had her second season. Now that she's over a year old, I can get her spayed now she's over a year old. They also said they didn't want to spay her at under a year old. Yes, she can. She can say hello, give us a kiss. Kiss, kiss, yes, and stop it. Come here. Ta-da! How to tell if a bird trusts you. That is small for a Jack Russell, Marie, definitely. That is small for a Jack Russell. I mean, Beth, when I had her, her main weight, when for most of her adulthood, Beth was about 4.5. And she was a small Jack Russell. Oh, only 8 months old. Oh, she's not fully grown yet. Not fully grown yet. I mean, Beth was a short-legged Jack Russell. She was never overweight. She was plump a couple of times, but she was never overweight. And she was about 4.5. Maybe a tiny bit more sometimes. She's a Konya, yeah. Thank you. I washed my hair this evening after being in the hot tub. They tend to put more weight on after they're spayed, Marie. So I know that Bea will put more weight on after she's spayed. She is a parrot, yes. How do you know when a parrot trusts you? Because you just know. Becky Amelia, does it make you feel good to say something like that to somebody, Becky Amelia? I suspect you're a 16-year-old child who's barely in puberty. And I'll just educate you for a second, because if you are a 16-year-old child who's barely in puberty, I will say to you that, yeah, PCOS affects 1 in 10 women. Polycystic ovaries affect 1 in 5 women. The likelihood is you or your friends will know somebody who is affected by polycystic ovarian syndrome and quite possibly could end up with facial hair as well. So maybe, just maybe, Becky, educate yourself rather than being nasty to somebody who you quite clearly can see is female. Thank you very much, Becky. Now, I'm not pulling her feathers, I'm just stroking them. Oh, thank you for the hand heart. Thank you. Lie down on my back. On your back, even. There. Her name's Luna. No, I don't support reform. Well, Mickey, you're very wrong. I'm not hurting her at all. Oh, Luna's very happy. Look, if I was hurting her, Luna would flip over and fly away from me. She is very happy. She's got her eyes closed. She's got one foot very relaxed and the other foot tightly closed. And she's just chilling. She's not asleep, no. She's enjoying a very light head scratch. She's just very relaxed. So my name is Annette, the bird's name is Luna, and my dog is called Beatrix, or B for short. Her full name is Beatrix Potter, but she's known as B. This bird eats as good as I do, if not better. This bird was eating my mango earlier on. This bird is spoilt. Both of my pets are spoilt. Aren't you? Yes. No, I don't really have any interest in the World Cup. No. I mean, if England get through, then I'll support them. But I'm not really a football fan. No, she's not injured at all. I said earlier on that I'll sit here and watch on Wednesday. I'll sit here and watch the game on Wednesday, and I'll drink a shot for it. I'll drink a shot of Buzzball for every score England's score, every goal England score. I mean, I'd be more interested if Wales made the World Cup. Seriously, I'd be more interested if Wales made the World Cup, like Scotland have. I'm more tempted to support Scotland, even though I'm not at all Scottish. Well, actually, that's a lie. I am. About 5 generations back, I have some Scottish blood. She is a parrot. She's not a budgie. She is a parrot called a conure. I'm not from Wales. I lived in Wales for a while, and I've got Welsh ancestry, very heavily Welsh ancestry. Is that a bird or a seagull? Fish. I hate to tell you, but seagulls are birds. I've always felt when I was in Wales, especially North Wales, I always felt at home. And while I lived in North Wales, I found out that that's the same area that my family's actually from, which we know very little about that side of the family. And I did a lot of research, and yeah. We won't score. I have been to Cardiff, yes. I've been all over Wales. Yes, I have done Ancestry. I've been studying my family history for more than 20 years. And I found out a lot about my family history. A lot. So yeah. Another member of my family did the Irish side of my family tree. So I've not had to do the Irish side. But I've done the English and the Welsh side a lot. Depends what you mean by famous. Not famous as in famous now. I've got a couple of infamous clergymen and nobility going back multiple generations. There's a couple of Lords. Not Lords, sorry, hold on. No, not Lords, that's wrong. Hold on, I'm trying to remember what the title was. There is a couple of titles in my family going back to kind of like the 1500s. But I'm trying to remember what it is. But it's not a lord. It's something else. I'm trying to remember. No, not Baron. No, not Earl or Duke. It's something slightly more obscure. And I'm trying to remember what it is. No. No. It's not what you would call, no, it's not Laird, no. Oh, I'm trying to remember. No. I'm trying to remember. By the way, I'm not holding her beak. She's resting her beak on my finger. And she's nibbling my finger. Okay, I don't know if you can see her tongue moving. She's basically licking my finger and playing with my finger while I'm massaging her head. Oh, no, that is cool. This direct descendant of Robert the Bruce. As far as you can tell. The thing is, because of the accuracy of old records, it is very difficult to be 100% sure. The further you go back, and this is true of a lot of documents, the further you go back, the more unreliable documents can become. Yes, exactly, Nana Debs. Ah, Jack Henry, I hope you're having an awesome time. I tell you what, I'll look it up. Give me a minute and I'll open my Ancestry and look it up. Eek. Lose everything on the floor. I'm not going to tell you what the actual title is, as in who, but I'll give you the title as in I'll tell you what the title is, if that makes sense. But I'm not going to tell you the title of where, if that makes sense. Do I have Ancestry on this iPad? No, I'll have to open the website. Oh, thank you. Yes. Sign in. No, log in. Ancestry is free to use the basics. But if you want to find records and stuff, you have to pay for that. Oh, where's my phone gone? Where's my phone? E.T. home phone. There it is. Two-factor authentication. No, I don't want to get a new subscription, thank you very much. I just want to look at my tree. maybe later. Home. Right. Close that. Open that one. Right. Now I've got to remember which line it is, because this is the thing that people forget. The further back you go, the more ancestors you have. So you have yourself, then you have your parents, that's 2. Then you have your grandparents, that's 4. Your great-grandparents, that's 8. Your great-great-grandparents, that's 16. Your great-great-great-grandparents, that's 32. Your great-great-great-great-grandparents, that's 64. So every generation you get twice as many descendants. No Strongbow. I'm using an iPad with a keyboard. So it's not a laptop, it's an iPad with a keyboard. I think it's that line. No, it's not that one. It's one of these, it's one of this family. So it's not that pair. Is it that one? No. That one. There we go. Right, I'm on the right trail. No, it's not that one. Just bear with me, guys. I have to find the right... Oh, it might be that one. Hold on. Is it him? Hold on. Give me a second. No, it's not him. She's the one with the badge. Right. So there's my 11th times great-grandmother has a coat of arms. And she was born in Ipswich in 1595 and died in 1624. So she only lived 29 years, but she's my 11 times great-grandmother. She has a coat of arms. But one of them, there's actually a title. That's the one I'm trying to find, so just bear with me. Oh, it might be this one. Yes, it's this one. I had the right family, but I had the wrong one, if that makes sense. Is this the one? I think this is the one. I think this is the one. No, it might not be. No, it's not that one. Bet she didn't have a hot tub. No comment. No, it's not that one. Is it that one? No. This is the thing, I just can't remember which tree line it is. Is it that one? No. Not that one. Ah, hold on, is it this one? This one rings a bell. This one rings a bell. But the thing is, I've done so much history, I can't remember which one's which off the top of my head, because there's so many names in my family tree history. It's a case of finding the right one. Is it that one? No. I know it's not that one. It might be that one. Here it is. I think this one's the right one. Or this is the right stem of the tree, put it that way. It's not the right family directly, but it's the right stem of the tree. I've just got to remember which one it actually is. No, it's not that one. Sorry about this, guys. I really want to tell you now because I know it's there. I just got to find it. Am I sure it's not that one? No, it's not that one. It's not that one because I haven't got any history on that one. I don't think it's that one, it's not, no. Because some of my family tree, I go back to the edge of the 1300s, 1390, on one of my lines here. But there, when you go back that far, you are definitely relying on a little bit of guesswork. Because apart from anything, you've also got the thing of legitimacy, whether people were telling the truth over who was the parents, who was the father, you know, all that type of thing. There's a lot that you have as guesswork, if that makes sense. So when you're doing your family tree, you have to take everything. The further back you go, you have to take everything with a little bit of pinch of salt. Oh, I love that, Jerpent. Yeah, I mean, I'd encourage anybody to do the Ancestry free trial. You never know what you might find just by doing the free trial. And also do Ancestry DNA. Do a DNA kit. Because you never know who you might find. I'm just trying to see if I can not any no, it's not that one. I know it's not that one. Is it that one? Hold on, I think I might have found it. No. Am I sure it's not him? Hold on. I wish there was a page on your ancestry tree where you could see titles. Oh, there you go, ADHD biker. Cool. What amuses me is some of my family have moved around a lot. And then parts of my family have not moved from a 10-mile radius for hundreds of years. Which, it just makes me laugh. It does make me laugh to know that. And it's like, that's really quite cool when you think about it. No, I'm sorry, Ems, I don't know any Latin. Yes, I have a brother, Lil, but he doesn't do TikTok and I don't talk about him or his family. No, Karen. No. Ems, if you've got documents in Latin, you could try one of the old prep schools. Some of the old prep schools still teach Latin. They might help you. It's worth a try. But yeah. You need to know some family history, Emily, to get you started. Because what you do with family history is you look backwards through records of communities. So you look backwards and you see births, deaths, baptisms, marriages, all that type of thing. That is how you search your family tree, by using old documents. That's how it's done. But your tree is only ever going to be as accurate as your research. So never assume that something is right until you're really, really positive. Because there are people who put down some things on family trees that are so little research that they just grab the first name they see and assume it's right. Doesn't work that way. You need to back it up with secondary and third matches. So I'm forever going from A to B, looking at B, does it match with A, and doing it like that. You can never go A to Z. You've got to go A, B, C, F, G, back to D, and really look at things like that. Corey Lee, it takes too much time to do somebody else's. I wouldn't be able to do it for free. It takes way too much time to do it for other people. I couldn't do it for free. I'm sorry. It's not something I'm prepared to do either, because I'm certainly no genealogist. That's when it starts getting complicated, Ems. When there's a John Smith, and John Smith's father was called John Smith, and John Smith's grandfather was called John Smith. Yeah, that's when it can start getting complicated. I mean, I've talked about family history research in the past. Quite happily talked about it in the past. I mean, I'm looking at this second. I'm looking at a document online that's written in lovely Cyrillic handwriting, and it goes back to the 1600s. Yeah, I mean, some of the documents you find online are fascinating. But when you get gaps, it's because records have been lost, there have been fires, records were destroyed in wars and conflicts and disagreements. A lot of records were damaged. I don't want to get my eras wrong. When was Henry VIII? When was Henry VIII? There you go, Ems. Yeah, church fires when records are destroyed. It was in later years, but what years? 1500s, thank you. So there's holes in the 1500s for the Reformation. Is it the Reformation? When the Catholic Church was outlawed? Is that the Reformation? I think it is. So there are big gaps where churches lost their records. And these days, they don't keep one record anymore. They now keep 2 or 3 different records. My family church, for example, my family church still holds a copy, an original copy, going back to, I think when my dad looked at it, it was about 1700. But there's other copies that have gone to be digitised and stuff. It is really interesting, Holly. It really is. So, my family church, I'm not going to identify it. I'm just going to say my family church, where my family has been for 3 generations. On one side of my family actually has my great aunt's sister buried in the graveyard, if you understand what I mean, or something like that. So I've got one side of my family which goes to the church and has been to the church for the last 100 years. But on the other side of the family, somebody completely unrelated to this side of the family, if you go further back, a lot further back, and it is fascinating. I think it's something like that. And it's in my notebook. I've got certain things that are written in my notebook. And it's really nice to know that I've been to that church so many times and I've seen that gravestone. And I know that's actually a person I'm related to. Far distant relation, but I am related to them. Pity you're not related to Abraham Lincoln. No, you haven't, Emma. Are you really, Peter? Are you really? That's interesting. I didn't know that. No, I'm not a Mormon. I'm a Christian. I am not a Mormon. No, very definitely not. I am a Christian. No, Emma. Sorry. That won't be photos of Tudors. There'll be photos of paintings. There'll be photos of effigies. There'll be photos of graves. Photography wasn't invented till the late 1800s. There definitely won't be photos of Tudors. I know, Alex, the history of Ireland is fascinating. Okay, Ems, you did say, if I scroll backwards, Ems, I'm fairly sure you said photos. Yeah, you said photos. That's why I'm correcting you. Yeah, that's important to differentiate, Ems. People who do family history, it is important to differentiate that a photo is a photo, a painting or a picture is something completely different. It is quite important to bear in mind the difference. Are you really, Jim? Directly or indirectly? I don't know if Guy Fawkes had kids. I genuinely don't know if Guy Fawkes had kids. So are you directly blood related, or is it like a uncle or something like that? Are you, Joe? How are you related to Princess Di? Are you a far distant member of the Spencer family? Sorry guys, I apologise for my sniffing. Right, I'm just working down my great-great-grandparents to see if I can find it. No, it's sinusy. It's not. I've not got a cold. No, it's all sinus related. It's something I suffer from a lot. Oh, is it this one? No, I don't think it is. I mean, some of the names on my family tree make me laugh. I'm not going to tell you what some of them are, but some of the names, the historical surnames, make me laugh. Love that, Samantha. Love that. I've got another coat of arms here, but I can't remember. Don't think that's that one. Oh, I really do wish you could search for names as in titles. I don't think it's this one. It's also fascinating to look at really old wills. There are wills, you can look at wills going back hundreds of years, and it's fascinating to see wills that go back that far, a long way, and look at how much they had and what they left to people, and when they leave a cow to somebody and things like that. Hello, Vespa. Mads, again, you have to pay for seeing documents on Ancestry, or you can search the internet and look into stuff. Oh, it has to be, Alex. It's in the law. Wills have to be worded in a certain way. You can't just write a letter and sign it. I have, Keely, yes, Kaylee. I have done international. I've done Australian records and found a lot for my family, but I'm not going into that. Well, I know it's not that line of the family. I know it's not that line of the family. Don't think it's that. No, it's not that line. I knew that. I know it's not that line. It might be this line, but I can't find it. Either that or I'm not looking at the right one. This is one of the lines that goes back the furthest, but I don't think the title is there. No, that's the 15. That one goes back to 1520. So I don't think it's this one. That's a happy noise, by the way, guys. That's not pain or anything like that. Yeah, it's a hormonal. She's twitching her wing and her tail, which you can't see, and it's kind of like slightly excitable. It might be this one, and it might be her brother. Let me have a look at the extended tree, because I'm only looking at direct ancestors at the moment. All right, Luna, calm down. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Right, I think it might be that line. Why have I got a feeling it's that line, but not him? Because that's the other thing you have to remember. A title might not be a direct descendant. It might be a descendant's brother. Or you can see the records and it goes back so far, but you can't go back to a direct descendant on it. If you understand what I mean. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, so... I'm still looking for it. Is it him? I'm going to have to look another time, guys. I'm going to have to look another time. I think I'm too tired tonight to really find it. I'm sorry. Because what I can also do is I can get my notebook out and see if it's written in my notebook. Because as well as having the Ancestry online, I have got a notebook with a lot of information written in it. And I know I've probably got it in there as headlines and things. So it's probably in that notebook. So, yep. Yeah, Peter, has Scorpio done another disappearing act? Or is he behaving? Ow. Lexi, I came home nearly 4 weeks ago. So I've not been in Disney all this time. I'm just still posting videos and stuff because I've still got a lot of videos to post. Samantha, you can actually unblock that one. Samantha, you unblock that one because it was me blocking them and it was actually an accident. So yeah, you can unblock that one. Tell Samantha or somebody your full account C44, and yeah, I'll give you the unblocking because I blocked that one. So yeah, I can't remember now what it was, but it was a few days ago and I think it was a misunderstanding, but I can't remember. I apologise I'm scratching, guys. It's like I said earlier, it's my legs and the reaction to the chemicals. Imagine how much worse it would be if I'd been using chlorine, because this is not chlorine reaction, this is just other chemical reaction. It's because I've got really sensitive skin. So, and I know it's the reaction to the hot tub because you know where I wasn't all the way in, it was from my kind of my waist down, and it's kind of, yeah. C44, send me a message and I'll sort it out. And it wasn't green, it was tinted, but it looked greener on the screen. I've used the correct chemicals now and the correct cleaner. It is now sorted. Yeah, I might have also been in there too long. I was in there for over 2 hours. So yes, that is possible. Yes, I was in the hot tub for more than 2 hours. So yeah. Okay, here's a serious question, okay? When it comes to moisturisers and buttercream, not buttercream, body cream and all that type of thing, okay? Do people put little and often on or thick? Do you understand what I mean? When people put moisturiser and stuff on for their skin, do you put on little and often? Or do you put on quite thick? Because whenever I put moisturiser, I get it everywhere. I get it everywhere. As in, I sit down and I get it on everything. Did you understand what I mean? I'm like, how do you counteract that? I mean, I know I do my legs on my psoriasis and stuff like that easily, no problem. I struggle to rub it in, Lucy, especially on my back and my backs of my legs and stuff. I do struggle. That would be one advantage of having a partner or a boyfriend or somebody to rub the moisturiser in for me. But I hope, doesn't the sponge then get all the moisturiser? Exactly, Kaylee, that's what I mean. At the moment, do you know what Oilatum is? Does anybody know what Oilatum emollient is? So I use Oilatum at the moment and it does wonders for my skin when I use it. It's like a moisturiser that goes in water, but it makes everything very slippery, the bath and stuff. But the other thing is, it is greasy. Yes, Lucy. But the other thing is, now I'm losing my bath, which is good because I'm going to have a really good shower, but I'm not going to be able to use the oilatum emollient anymore. What's that? Never heard of that. Because it's oil based, yeah. There is a shower gel version, Abigail, but the prescription service won't prescribe it for me. Oilatum I get prescribed. I have had it prescribed for years because of my psoriasis. But they won't prescribe the shower gel for some reason. Don't know why, but apparently it's not available on prescription, only the emollient. Centrabem, however you say it, EMS, I love it. I've got that and I think it's brilliant. Kinder Country. It's like eating sugar puffs with chocolate. Callum, did I pay to go to Disney? No, I didn't. Hannah, Amazon. No, I'm not Amazon, eBay. Sorry, not Amazon, eBay. They are. I found them when I was in Paris. Bought one packet in Paris. And since I ate the ones in Paris, I haven't been able to stop. I love them. Kaylee, that's a good idea. Tanning mitts. Thank you for that. Hey, Kirsty Marie, how are you? Haven't seen you for a little while. Or if you have been here, I apologise, but haven't seen your name for a little while. No, it's not beer, it's Pepsi Max Lime. Ta-da! 3:30, Samantha. And I slept through till gone midday today. Hello. She's been so friendly this evening, isn't she? The whole live, she's been with me. It's actually unusual, so it's actually really nice that she's been so friendly this evening. B. Oh, B is asleep. B is actually asleep. I have tried the Kinder cards, but these are even nicer. I'm not eating another one tonight, but these are even nicer. No, Tapal, because I've got medical exemption, because of thyroxine and underactive thyroid, I get free prescriptions for life. So if you've got an underactive thyroid, you automatically get free prescriptions. Luna's just pooed. You rat bag. And it landed right on my leg. Yes, talk to the chemist, Samantha. Talk to the chemist. If you're on underactive thyroid, talk to your chemist. You're entitled to get free prescriptions because it's a lifelong condition. It's not your fault. So talk to your GPs or to the pharmacy and they'll be able to tell you how to claim. You won't be able to back claim, but if you pay for your prescription at the moment, yeah, then definitely look at it, Samantha. It'll save you a fortune. Definitely ask about it. Well, J-Dog, you've just done exactly the same thing. So I'll tell you what, J-Dog, I'll make it easy for you. You don't have to hear me repeating everything twice because I'm going to block you. Bye-bye. Done. Yes, I take levothyroxine. I just call it thyroxine. It's easier. But yes, it's levothyroxine. Yes. Red Avocado. That's a username and a half. Hello, Red Avocado. Seesaw, do, rockabye, babe. Oops, sorry, Luna. She didn't fly very far. How long have I had the bird? 23rd of July, it'll be 8 years. Not really, Lauren, no, but thyroid problems can leave you feeling very tired and drained, yes. Where's Bee? She's asleep down here in her bed. She's next to me asleep in her bed. Yeah, she's fine. Yes, she has, Kay, twice, but she came back both times. Didn't you? B is 16 months. Good night, Gemma. Just ignore them, Amy. They need their head examined. Emsy, that's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Lauren, PCOS and thyroid are two different things. Having one doesn't automatically mean you have the other. Okay, your thyroid is up here. And you know where your ovaries are. How old am I? Old enough to know better, young enough not to care. Or is it the other way round? No, that is the right way round, yes. Old enough to know better, young enough not to care. B is a Chihuahua. Thank you, Susan. I am, yes, Samuel. We had a 3-hour or more live chat last night online. Who was there for our chat last night, guys? Actually, it was nearly 4 hours, wasn't it? Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Pass, Lauren. I can't tell you the answer to that, but they don't always go together. I don't know, Samantha. I'll have to ask her at some point. Is she actually live at the moment? She is. I'm going to invite her. See if she wants to have a natter and a few battles.
Night, baby.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. We've just been doing some 90s bangers. Love you too, baby.
I've had people in the chat going, are you still friends with Mel Moon?
What, from last night? No, we had a
No,
massive
just
scrap
people
at
in
10
general, I
o'clock.
think.
Like, yeah,
Here's a
we had
question for you. Do you fancy a cheeky battle?
I have no clout. Like, my followers don't do
But
it.
neither have I.
By all means, stick it on. Yeah. But genuinely, though, please don't expect...
I'm not expecting anything, Mel, because I'm not expecting anything of my side either. It's just
then.
fun to have a fun battle and tap.
Oh, my God. Stop. Luna's out.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Luna.
He's been with me the whole time I've been live.
Hello. Oh,
She's been very cute
God.
this evening. She's been very cute this evening.
Oh, my God.
Now, this was a question somebody asked a few minutes ago. It made me remind me to come and say hi to you. Somebody said, so what was the outcome of you talking to Mel last night? Is she getting a bird or isn't she?
No.
You've decided not to.
No. Not getting one. If I did, it would be a much smaller bird and one that had far fewer demands.
Wise move.
I think so too. It was mainly the bit that made me go, because like I could justify most of what you said, but when you went, it's not just you that has to be careful, it's everyone. And I thought, I've got kids, they will forget, they'll do something stupid.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's easy enough to say to a kid, leave the bird alone. Doesn't mean the bird's going to leave the kid alone.
Exactly. Yeah. And I just thought, you know what? I can't, it's not justifiable. So I'm going to go and see them again this week.
Oh,
so
I'll get to stop you going and seeing them.
I'll get me fixes somehow, but yeah.
And you know what? There's the other thing you can do is there are rescues that have birds that cannot be adopted.
What, so that I could just go and look after him?
Or you could foster them from afar and help look after them, help support them. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So help pay for its medical stuff, things like that.
Nadine, she's like, I remember your soul parrot, you know, the one I told you about last night. I know, I told Annette all about him last night. It was so sad. But do you know what? I think you're right. And one thing I would quite like to do, and I know if I offered it, they would definitely take me up on it 100%, is some free volunteering.
There you go.
Yeah, I know they would take me up on that. If I just said, look, I just love being around them. I can't have one, but I can offer my time. How long are you around there
for, though? How long do you think you're going to be around for?
Quite a while. So, I mean...
a couple of months or more?
Yeah, so I think it...
Oh, okay. If you're going to be around for that long, then yeah, they probably will. If you were only going to be around for a few weeks, they probably wouldn't want to go through training you.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do. So I'm just gonna say, look, you know, I'll come and you know, whatever you need me to do. Do you know what I mean?
Not only that, Mel, Samantha on my side just said we need a video. So what you could do is do some videos of the place and get the word spread out about them.
Oh yeah.
Talk to the people who run the rescue and say, look, you do TikTok. Would they like people to know about them? Would they like a shout out?
Well,
would they like a video?
Alfie said that they turned around to him and said no photos. They were quite strict on it.
Yeah, no photos doesn't mean they wouldn't want stuff. You'd have to talk to them carefully about it.
Yeah.
But what happens, one of the reasons they might be saying no photos is because what can happen is people can take photos of rescue birds and then try and pretend to own the bird and try and sell it.
Okay. Whereas if I said, look, I'm at a rescue,
very different.
The birds, I really like them.
Especially if it had the rescue logo on it and all that type of thing, so it couldn't be edited very easily.
Yeah, because it's a proper sanctuary, but it's not like a guy's house. You know, it's a proper thing.
I mean, there's several of them around the country. I know of one down here in some. I don't know exactly where it is.
Is it Birdlands?
No. Birdland is more like a zoo.
Yeah, I loved it.
I'm talking about a proper rescue. I'm not talking
right,
about one
yeah.
that's open to a public. I'm talking about a rescue.
Yeah.
There's Bird
yeah.
World and Birdland. They are zoos.
Right, okay. Yeah, it was a zoo. They had like massive. They had all sorts of. They had penguins as well.
Yeah,
it was.
that's a zoo for birds, but it's still a zoo. I've never been to the one in Leicester, Birdland. I've never been. I want to go. And there's a couple of others as well. It was Leicestershire. Sorry, not Leicester. It's Leicestershire.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of other places that have got flocks of macaws and stuff like that. 2 parrots that I follow and that Rebecca used to look after are now in one of the bigger macaw flocks in another in a zoo place further north, and I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, Rebecca was talking about going there sometime to see them.
Yeah, I'll come. If I'm still around, I'll come. Mumsy, where is yours, Mumsy? By the way, thank you to everyone that chipped into that. Thank you very much.
You won.
I'm shocked, mate.
Do you know how to see?
No, not anymore.
You see the 3 circles under your name? Click those 3 circles and all your top gifters will appear.
Ah, Mumsy, thank you. Thank you so much, Mumsy. Rodman Ralph, thank you. Tomo, thank you. Sarah D. Oh, thank you. Nadine, Mrs. Crispy, I appreciate that. Australia, you've got cockatoos then, aren't you? Which are my dream bird, but I've decided I'm not responsible enough. We went to
I'm just going to say, hold on, I'm going to say my thank yous as well. Holly, thank you very much. Thank you. Alex, thank you. Leah, Kaylee, Craig, Benny Boy, Mrs. Smith, and everybody who tap danced. Thank you very much.
I just had surgery, Whippy. I just had surgery. I'm all right, though. I'm doing all right. I went to Birdland. You know, when I was on my way down to Luton to do my show, we drove past
there.
Yeah, because we saw the sign, and we had like 2 extra hours, and I was like, let me go to Birdland.
I'm jealous.
So we went in, and honest to God, I had the best hour and a half ever.
Because they're so free flying there. I so want to go.
So good.
Problem is, I'd want to smuggle them out with me and bring them home.
Well, I ended up giving the receptionist guy a lecture. It was so funny. So basically, they've got every kind of bird you can think of, as you can imagine, and they had songbirds. Well, I know loads about songbirds because, back years and years ago, my music teacher was a bit obsessed with songbirds for obvious reasons, and she taught me loads. I ended up reading loads of literature on them. So I was telling my friend, because my friend did not believe me that birds are so melodic. Like, if you're a person and you want a bird to interact with you, less talk, more melody. That's what they respond to. So she's going, that's rubbish. I went, it's not. Watch. So there was a songbird, right? And so I sang to it. And she went, it's not doing anything. I went, wait. So it sang back to me. I sang an Adele song and it sang back. She went, oh my God, do it again. So we moved on to another songbird and I did the same thing again and it sang the melody back to me. I said, these birds, they used to be caged for this reason. It was really sad. And like, the more expensive the songbird and more expensive the cage, the more powerful the owner. And it was like a statement.
Yeah, I've read this somewhere about songbirds. Yeah, I've read this. Don't know where. It's tucked in the back of my brain. Now you've said it, I remember. It's a bit like you see them in, I don't mean Bridgerton, but in costume dramas.
Yes,
you do often see songbirds in cages in costume dramas.
And they were, they were in tiny cages and they were porcelain.
The aristocracy kept them as entertainment.
That's right, and they had a trainer, so someone that would train the bird. Then the bird would be left with the aristocracy and perform.
Yeah.
And if it didn't sing, it was terrible. It was, and it was your place. So I said to her then, I went, this is nothing. Let me take you to the cockatoos. So she's not at this point. I think she's thinking this woman's mental. She's like, birds aren't that great. So I took her to the Cockatoos, and there's a video on my page if you scroll down, and I came across the sulphurs that are my favourite.
Yeah.
And I performed for every sulphur, and there's 4 in the video, and every one of them got involved. So they either got involved by dancing like crazy, or they got involved by talking and shouting at me.
Yeah.
And she went, I can't believe this.
Well,
and then
This one has been known to enjoy the last night of the proms.
of course she does.
So this one, in the past, I haven't watched it for the last couple of years, but in the past when I have watched it, she sat on top of the TV and has enjoyed bopping along to the hornpipe and things like that. Because she enjoys the string music and she enjoys the orchestral music. It's not overly my thing. So I enjoyed the last night, but I don't enjoy all of it. So she's done it for a couple of last nights of the proms.
Do you play music at home for her, though?
I do, but she doesn't really take much notice of music in general. It has to be up to her what she really likes, and she does seem to have a bit of a thing for classical music.
Love that.
Thank you. She seems to like some classical music. She's interacted with the proms. That's the only time I've ever really seen her
go for music.
Really interact.
See, I don't know loads about conures, but from what I've read about them, they are extremely loving. They're more interested in the human cuddle, the human.
You only have to see how much this guys, can you just confirm for Mel that this one has been with me for the whole time I've been live, and I've been live for over 2 hours, and this one's been enjoying cuddles for practically the whole live.
Yeah, that's the conure.
She's been in and out of my clean hair. She's trying to regurgitate at this second. She's not actually going to regurgitate because she never does, but she's doing the movements of. She's trying to feed my fingers.
Oh, bless her.
And then
shut up. Sorry, Annette.
No, and then she's trying to feed my fingers. Can you see that? So that's kind of a feeding motion.
That's so cute. Oh, bless her. What does she eat? What kind of food do conures eat?
So, I struggle to give her the perfect diet.
Right.
Because ideally she'd have fresh fruit and veg every day.
Oh, even conures?
Well, all parrots should have fresh fruit and veg every day. Fresh veg more than fruit.
Yeah.
But a little bit of fruit. I struggle because I just really struggle with chopping any fruit and veg. And keeping fresh stuff and all that. I just really struggle with it. So I use the next best thing. She doesn't have an all seed diet.
Right.
I get a dry food mix.
Okay.
From Mikey and Mia food mix for parrots. And it's called Petite Beaks. It's for small birds. But it's got lots of fruit, lots of veg, lots of seeds. It's a healthy mix. The one thing it doesn't have in it is sunflower seeds.
Which is good.
I can't remember the last time this one had a sunflower seed.
It's really good. They shouldn't have them. They love them, but they shouldn't have them.
She does have them occasionally because one of my followers brought her a bag of bird food for Christmas, which does have sunflowers in. But I tend to limit the sunflowers. So when I give her a scoop of that food, I tend to take the sunflower seeds out, give her the rest
they pick them out otherwise, don't they? And they'll leave the rest.
Exactly.
They won't,
I don't want her living on sunflower seeds. It's dangerous for them.
It causes so many problems for their livers, and it gives them fatty liver disorder, which is so bad for a bird. Is she classed as a small bird then? Is she classed as a small bird, a conure?
How small do you want to get? How small do you want to get? Because the bird is only that much. The rest is pale.
But
you think about it, her wings, the bird stops there. The rest is tail.
How big are budgies compared to conures?
The tails are nowhere near as long, but they're slightly longer in the body.
Are they actually? God, that's
slightly.
I think when I see pictures of conures, it's always quite close up, so I think they're bigger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas budgies always look really small whenever
But
I'm
the conures do vary in size. So Luna is fully grown for a pineapple, but a yellow. Oh, my brain's just gone blank.
Menno moment, girl. Come on. I can't even help because I don't know what the yellow ones are called.
What's the correct term for a yellow one? Sun conure. A sun conure. I just, my brain just went completely. You know when your brain just goes completely blank and you're thinking,
yeah.
A sun conure is bigger than Luna.
Oh my God.
Physically bigger. So different conure species will vary in size, just like different parrot species vary in size.
Yeah, that's true. I did know. I genuinely did know what a sun conure was, only from frequenting the bird places, and I've seen them. That's all.
Sun conures I love. Sun conures I do love. But my dream, like I said last night, my dream bird overall would be a toucan. But I've no way I could look after a toucan.
Yeah, I didn't even look up how hard they were, but you were saying that they're really bad, because it's not a bird that I'd fancy. Purely because
if I in the future was in the situation to be able to foster and help look after a toucan, I would.
Oh, the thing is though, if you foster it, because they do bond, that's the danger, isn't it? I
don't mean foster as in physically look after. Birdworld, for example, Birdworld down in Surrey, you can foster a bird.
Oh, like a sponsorship.
Like adopt an animal at a zoo kind of thing. But when you do that at Birdworld, I haven't been there for a long time, but I used to go a lot. When I lived out that direction, I used to go often. And Birdworld, they put your name on the cage. You get regular updates on the bird. You can go and, depending on what the bird is, you can interact with the bird by arrangement.
Oh my God, I might foster a cockatoo.
But you'd have to find somewhere that did it like that.
Oh, I'm gonna have a look into
that. I don't know what. I haven't been there for years, so I can't tell you what they do now.
Years ago, do you remember the donkey sanctuary? Do you remember that? You used to get leaflets through your door. I sponsored a donkey but I did it. I sponsored a donkey called Simon.
Really?
Yeah, and I was allowed to go and visit Simon.
Oh, I love it.
So they took a monthly payment off me, and then once a year I was allowed to go visit him.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I never actually thought about doing that with a bird, but it makes sense because they need stuff, don't they?
They do, and there are a lot of birds in captivity that are deemed too neglected is the wrong word, but too needy. You know, they need more help, and people don't want to adopt them out.
Yeah.
Because they need medical help, they need a lot, but at the same time, you can sponsor them. That's what I mean by foster. I should use the word sponsor, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I know what you mean. Who's the lad with the bird that someone saying you should sponsor the lad with the bird? I don't know who that is. But yeah, no, I'd quite like, now you've said that, you've put a little idea in my head. I quite like that idea. Because then it would be...
If you like Birdland, talk to Birdland, because I suspect they've got birds that you can sponsor.
Well, when I left, right, so you know what I'm like now with the birds. I am
fascination.
I have a little bit. Oddly, cats and birds are the only two animals on the planet that have totally ever grabbed me, because I just like the fact that they can be arseholes. They really can. And I like my animals to be...
This one for a couple of days.
She's too nice. Look how well behaved she's been.
Oh, this is nice. But the thing is, this is not every day.
She not like that. See, I want a bird that's a bit feral.
Oh, she can be feral when she wants to, believe me.
Well, you ever need to go anywhere, I'll watch the bird. Absolutely.
I tell you what, if you ever need a wallpaper stripper, this one's brilliant at stripping wallpaper when she's in the right mood.
Excellent. That day actually may come. She got her from being a baby, Julie. You had her from, like, what did you say, 18 weeks, did you say?
18 weeks, yeah. So she hatched in April 2018, and I got her on the 23rd of July 2018.
I love that.
It's her 8th adoption day coming up, so we celebrate it as her birthday. So it's basically her 8th birthday coming up.
You got your days coming up.
If anybody wants to buy some parrot toys or anything for her birthday, get the plug in now. Might as well.
I will absolutely buy Luna a gift.
Really?
Where can I do? Yeah, of course I bloody will. Are you mad?
Well,
What does she need? What would she like?
I'll put a new Amazon wish list together for her.
Put something together for her birthday, and I'll get her a cheeky little gift for her birthday.
Basically, I'm careful about where I get parrot toys from.
Yeah,
because
you have to be.
There are cheap toys that come from China.
That break apart and kill a bird.
They're really not safe. I only these days buy from a couple of places. The biggest place I buy from is a company called Northern Parrots.
Well, just send me a link.
Northern Parrots are amazing. They sell anything and everything to do with parrots, from macaws all the way down to budgies.
I love that.
But when you talk parrots, and if you said perches, what you have to remember, you get some perches that are as thick as my cup.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Down to perches that are like this.
Yeah.
By the way, you're going to say, why is my straw not in my cup? This straw is the reason, this bird is the reason I don't have plastic straws. He takes them out of my cups.
What's the favourite thing to play with or hold in her mouth? Apart from the straw.
Nuts.
Do you like nuts?
Nuts. Pecans, walnuts, and almonds are her favourite.
She's so cute.
She loves some toys. Some toys she hates and some toys she loves. Yes.
Well, you tell me what she'll like or what she needs, and I'll get it for her birthday.
Well,
I'm
trying to decide, because I want to redecorate her area. So I'm thinking, how am I going to do it, and what am I going to do? Because I'm slowly having a shift around in my house. So this is my living room.
Right.
It was my living room when I first moved here, but for the last 9 months, it's actually been my bedroom.
Oh, okay.
But over the last month and a half or so, I have been shifting it back to being a living room and moving my stuff back into the other room to be my bedroom. I had help.
Is it a bungalow?
Yes.
Yes, Simon does this, because you can't you? You can change rooms, yeah.
And the thing is, I thought that having this room as the bedroom would be better because it's more space, but I literally was living in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I was literally not spending any time in any other room of the house.
She's gorgeous, isn't she, Sarah? She's so cute.
What, this one?
Yeah.
Literally, she's been on me the whole live. It's like she's not been this friendly and this interactive in ages.
She's well chilled. She's not phased at all.
No.
What made you get a bird? What was the thing that made you go, I have to have
birds. One? I've always loved birds. So my first bird was a budgie.
Right.
Which I adopted. It wasn't a baby when I got it. It was returned to a pet shop. The pet shop didn't actually sell birds. It was dumped on them.
Oh, wow.
And they knew me as a regular. I happened to go in one day and fell in love with it. This cute, adorable little budgie. I named it Sylvester and found out she should have been called Sylvia.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem with birds, isn't it? Yeah.
And she just stayed as Sylvester. You know, the play on names, because it's Tweety Pie and Sylvester. Right, so I decided to call the budgie Sylvester. And I had her for 13 years.
So they live quite a while, don't they, budgies?
Depends how well you look after them. The average budgie looked after on a sunflower seed diet.
Not so long.
Exactly. It depends how well you look after them, what you feed them, all that type of thing. And I also had a couple of finches. The finches bred. And at one point, I had 7 finches.
My God. They're noisy sods as well, finches.
When I moved, little zebra finches. I had a brown one and a white one, and they multiplied. And they did it without me wanting them to. They nested in their food bowl. So I ended up moving them to my spare room and letting them have peace and quiet. And eventually they produced 7, 2 to 7. So they
Wow.
were 5. But they were caged. They were never free flights. You can't catch zebra finches.
No, they're really fast, aren't they?
They had a good sized cage and they were noisy.
They are. The pet shop in Cyprus has loads of them, and
Yeah.
it hurts you. It's so high pitched. It's not like a parrot, is it? It's like
No.
but they're never still either. They're hop, 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 hop constantly.
One of them escaped because I took them in the garden one day and let them have fresh air. I eventually converted a rabbit hutch into an outdoor aviary for them.
Oh, good idea, yeah.
But accidentally one of them escaped one day. I thought they were all in the closed section so I could clean the cage out. I hadn't realised one of them was tucked in the corner and it flew out and escaped. So 7 became 6. I tried to catch it, but it was gone because they're just not tame. And about a year later, I moved into central London. So I gave 5 of them that I still had. I gave 5 of them to one of my friends who had an aviary. And
nice.
so they moved in with quails and all sorts of other animals in this aviary. And I don't really know what happened to them after that. But the brown mother, who was the mother of the 4 that I still had because it was the dad that escaped. The mother was very old. She was about 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. I don't know exactly. I can't remember, but she was old. She was hardly making much noise. She didn't like moving around very much. And I had her in a tiny little cage like this, and she literally just sat. And she was old, and I didn't want to put her in an aviary where she would literally die overnight.
Yeah.
And I kept her, and I nursed her, and I looked after her. And I was sad the day she died. But she had a really good life. She had a really good life.
How long did she get?
Well, I can't remember exactly, but she was 4 or 5. Which for a finch is good.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly. So I can't remember exactly how old she was. But it wasn't, I didn't have her that long on her own before she died, because she died before I moved she died before I moved into central London. So she wasn't on her own long before she died. She was already on her way out when I gave the others to my friends. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And I knew that it wouldn't be fair to give her to put her in an aviary. I knew she wouldn't make it at all. And then I took Sylvester into central London with me. Sylvester lived in central London. She lived back in West London. She then moved to North Wales with me and lived in North Wales with me. She then moved back to Buckinghamshire and moved twice in Buckinghamshire with me. And soon after we moved into the house I spent the last 10 years in, just after I moved in there, about a month later, she sadly died.
Was she tame? Was she like Luna? Could you hold her?
Nowhere near as tame as Luna, but she was tame.
Was she?
You can't have a bird for 13 years and not build some trust with it.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
But I learned a lot when I got Luna.
What do you mean?
Lot more. I learned a lot more because parrots are very different from budgies. Budgies they either want to be social or don't want to be social. And Sylvester was kind of in the middle. She was I know I've just said they want to be social, they don't, but Sylvester was it's on my terms.
Yeah.
If she wanted to come out, she would, but it was rare.
Because you see, there's some budgies that I seen them online, like proper, because they're technically called parakeets, aren't they, budgies, the tiny little ones?
Technically, but then I don't know whether they are officially parakeets or not. I don't know for sure.
No, I don't either. I've read somewhere that they do have the title parakeet, but there's some that I've never seen one as tame as Luna. Like, to be fair, now that I'm thinking about it, the ones that I have seen that are tame-ish, that I've never seen them be as loving as parrots can be.
That's what I mean. Sylvester, I'd leave her cage open and she wouldn't come out. Or she'd sit at the cage door and ask to come out. It was one or the other. It was never, I'll open the door and she'd come out. It was, she either wanted to come out and so I had to open the door, or I'd open the door and she just wouldn't come out.
My granddad, I mean, he's no longer with us. God love you, Cyril. He was a great man. He claimed, now this is not in my lifetime, he claimed to have a budgie that talked. I never believed him.
Possible. Possible.
Well, now I've seen on social media that some of them do.
Yes.
And he used to say to me, I had a budgie that talked, and I'd go, shut up. And he went, I really did. But my dad said all day, every day, he would sit and talk to that budgie. He was like, obsessed.
Well, you know, Luna says, hello, give us a kiss, 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 yes, and stop it.
Well, I know conures can talk. Yeah. I did
but
know
they
that.
don't talk as an understanding. A talk... I'm going to say this to everybody. I've no idea how many people are watching you, but I've got just over 400. But to however many people are watching, I'm going to say this, and this is important. Never get a bird because you want it to talk.
It's true, because they can just not do it ever. It's so true. Agreed.
Luna has never said more than she says. Luna's whole vocabulary is hello, give us a kiss.
You gotta do it.
Kiss, yes, and stop it.
She's gotta do it. I love it. It makes me laugh so much. I sent her one earlier because it makes me laugh.
Oh, was that you who sent that one earlier?
It was, yeah. It made me laugh. But yeah, no, I know Kanye's, but I mean, I see a lot of people, and it's really sad because she's right. A bird will either talk or it won't, and it doesn't really matter how much you do with it; it'll talk or it won't.
Yeah.
And the amount of people I see giving away ringnecks because they get them because of what's he called? The famous ringneck. Oh, he's so funny. He goes, "Thank you, baby. You be a good baby." That one.
I want to feed the babies. Twinkle.
Yeah.
Is it Twinkle? The yellow one?
No, he's blue. He's blue, the one I'm thinking of. I've seen a few though.
Okay, well, there's a few talking ringnecks.
But
I know
Hamlet's,
Twinkle.
that's the one. Hamlet.
Okay, I don't know Hamlet, no, but there's a few. And the thing that people forget is it's down to how much time you spend with them. People know how much time I spend with Luna and how much time I've spent with Luna since the day I got her. I mean, long before I was on TikTok, I've got videos I did that I bored my friends with on Facebook. Before I realised that you could do TikTok as a job and all that type of thing. Back when I first got Luna, I did videos that I put on Facebook, and I've still got those videos. And they're videos from me.
It is Kiwi. Sorry, Josh. Hamlet and Kiwi. They're the two that I follow.
Oh,
yeah.
I know a Kiwi.
Yeah,
I know a Kiwi.
is.
Whether it's the same one, but I know a Kiwi. But it's like you've got to spend time with them. You've got to interact with them. And I don't just mean walking past them and saying hello once a day.
No, and I don't like that either, you know.
No.
I don't like it.
So Luna, when I walk into the snug, the room I call the snug, which is where Luna's cage is, because I walk in there to let B out in the mornings. And as soon as I walk in the door, this one's saying hello.
Oh my God, it'd break my heart. I'd be like, oh my God, come here.
She only says hello first thing in the mornings.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, because she knows what hello means.
It means you're going to get me out. I'm going to be with you
Well, it doesn't
today.
automatically mean she's coming out, but it means hello. It means good morning. It means hi. It means hello. I'm seeing you.
Someone else is saying my bird says good morning to me as well. But Ellie, my friend Ellie's in. I don't know if you know Ellie. She's lovely. You'd really like her. She's
Hi,
like,
Ellie.
Luna's so cool. She's awesome. It's such a cool little bird. Watch with the straw. You know how I feel about birds, Ellie.
I mean, this is normally in my mug, but basically she's pulled it out and she dropped it over the other side of the room.
She hasn't left you for a second, has she? She's not flown off. She's not. I just think they're really funny. I love birds too, Ellie.
She's got a right character on her.
But is it? It's true though. Character's the right word. Look at her. Character's the right word because
Well, I just put this on the table and she wants it back.
I feel like they've got a look that sort of lets you know what they're thinking, birds. If you study it close enough, I think you can see what a bird's thinking. And I know people might think I'm mad for that, but I really do. And that's why I watch a lot of bird content, because what the owner is saying the bird's thinking, I can believe. I can actually believe it. They are really intelligent, birds.
I would love somebody to be able to chop some of these up for me, for her. There's basically stainless steel straws. If somebody could get some and manage to chop them up for me and round the edges off so they aren't sharp, I would love
let
that.
me have a look at B&Q website, because I'm sure I've seen things
Well,
like that.
These are drink straws. These are actually drink straws that I buy on Amazon.
Ellie is the one that reviews an eyebrow fixer and took her brow off. Yes, my mate reviewed one of those eyebrow things, and she stood there on camera going, "It doesn't work," and all of a sudden it fired into life and took a whole eyebrow off. All of it. And you know when someone's really shocked, she's just going, "I don't know what to do." It was so funny. It was absolutely hilarious. But it's Ellie all over. She reviews things and they go wrong all the time.
Oops.
She's comical. Let's have a look, because I'm sure we'll be able to find stuff. Or if not, maybe there's some toys that are similar. You know, like stainless steel.
There are certain things that Luna loves playing with, and I don't want to encourage her nicking my drink straws. But the problem is, I use them all the time, and you can see how fascinated she is with them.
There's that cockatoo that holds things like straws and just shakes them in his head. That's all he does. He shakes them.
I mean, she'll play with. If I very occasionally have coffee and I leave the spoon in, she'll go for the spoon.
Love it.
You know, you've seen these pictures of birds that you've got a mug on the table and they'll jump down onto the table and shake the spoon in the. She's done that a couple of times, but I don't.
That's so funny. Yeah, please tag. Bird content is my jam. Tag me. My FYP is full of it. But yeah, tag me in it. I just think they're absolutely brilliant. She's lovely. I'm so jealous.
You'll have to have a cuddle sometime, Mel. You have to come for a cuddle sometime.
Absolutely love that. We'll sneak her back. We'll sneak her out. We'll get her out. I'll get her in a backpack. She'll come and live in Cyprus with me. Do you know? I found out yesterday. Very disappointing. If you want to take a cat or dog to another country, you can.
You can't take a bird.
You can, but they have to go into mad quarantine because of avian flu. Mad quarantine. Yeah. You can't just take a bird away.
So I used to follow a pair of macaws called Mikey and Mia.
Right.
Rebecca used to look after them. Their owners have emigrated to Australia.
Oh my gosh.
And those birds are now living in a bird. It's a cross between a zoo and a sanctuary. Like I was saying, it's further north than Birdland. And they're incredibly happy there. They've taken over Mikey and Mia's TikTok accounts. You can look at them on TikTok. They're Mikey and Mia.
I think Mikey and Mia rings a bell. You know, I think I've seen them.
They're one of the biggest. They were one of the biggest UK social media pair of birds going, and they're the bird food that Luna eats.
Oh, right, okay.
It's Mikey and Mia food. It's certainly not cheap in comparison to cheap bird food, but it's the best quality bird food you can find. Because it's all freeze-dried and it's absolutely amazing. And by the way, I don't get anything for plugging them. I don't get any discounts. I'm just a customer. Just to get that out there, folks.
FYP, Tropical Birdland is amazing. You need to go. It's so good.
I really want to go. I
had the best day. Honestly, I absolutely loved it. And it's fantastic. The birds there, man, they are so used to people that they're not afraid. They're not scared.
Some of my family have been before.
It's so good.
But I've not.
Oh, you work there? Oh, do you actually?
Who works
They are. So, he's saying they're all saved, and it's true. I read the thing. It said that not quite all, but 90%
most of the birds that Birdland rescue
right.
or have been given up. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, they were surrendered to Birdland.
Surrendered. That's the word. Yeah,
I absolutely I love that place, and I was surprised at how few people knew it existed as well.
Yeah.
Which is a
It's
shame.
a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem. I mean, if I was still driving, I'd have already been multiple times. The thing for me is getting there.
Yeah, it is in an awkward place as well. It's in Leicestershire, Ellie. I can't actually tell you what town it's in.
I think it's in between Loughborough and Leicester, but I'm not 100% sure.
That rings up. So I only saw it. Yeah, it's definitely that area. I only saw it because I was on my way to a gig during the tour.
Luton. Yeah, you're on your way down on the motorway.
That's right.
The signpost.
And we saw the big sign saying Birdland, and we had some hours to kill, so we went. And honestly, I had such a good day.
Somebody's put in my chat, it's in a place called Desford.
That does ring a bell, yeah.
Okay, it doesn't mean anything to me, but that's what somebody's just put in my chat.
I'm laughing because I think Tal said on stage, please excuse the state of us, we've been in Desford at Birdland. So that is what it's called, yeah.
There you go.
It's so good, Ellie, you need to go.
But yeah, it's somewhere I definitely want to go, definitely. My thing is, you buy bowls of food and stuff. Yeah. You can buy food and stuff while you're there.
Yes.
I'd just take a bag of Mikey and Mia with me.
Why not? Do you know what really I was gutted about? And I think it's because it's not like a major holiday in the UK when we went. Thank you for that, whoever sent that. Sebastian, thank you. But I was gutted because there was a big sign when we walked in, because apparently if it's busy enough and there's enough demand and you pre-book it, you can feed them, like you can go in. Now, unfortunately, on the day that we went, she went, no, we're not doing it at the moment. So I was like gutted that they weren't doing it. But I was telling it, so to the one that works at Birdland, sorry, I don't know your name. This is literally what I did when I went to Birdland, right? I went to see the birds, interacted with the birds, had a great time, filmed the birds interacting with me. So when I'm on my way out, but you can buy like stuffed birds. So I bought a penguin for Alfie because it was a specific penguin that mates for life. So that was a romantic gesture. And I bought Sonny a cockatoo sulphur crested because he loves them as much as me. And Riley didn't want a bird, neither did Reese, before anyone starts. They're a bit old, they didn't want birds. So I bought them, and then the guy said, you like obsessed with birds, you really like them. He said, have you got one? I said, no. I said, I really want one. I said, and do you know what? I said, I think it's diabolical, right, that these birds are not being given performances. He went, what do you mean by that? And I said, well, everybody comes here expecting the bird to perform for them. I have given your bird a show today. And he's like, what do you mean? So I got my phone out and showed him the videos of me fully singing and dancing to the bird that was enjoying it. He went, that's unbelievable. He said, you might be the first person to ever come to a bird park and be the performer. And I said, get the bird and Alexa. And do you know what? He Facebooked me a week later, a picture of him in front of the cockatoos with an Alexa. Really? And he said they enjoyed it so much. So I loved it. No, it wasn't me. I only went to Birdland last month. It weren't me 5 years ago. I went last month.
Ames, yeah. I mean, places like Birdland are amazing to be able to hold birds and get over fears of them. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I really want to go. I mean, I'd have to leave this one at home, of course.
And the jealousy.
The jealousy. Oh. You can imagine this one's jealousy.
Yeah,
when I get home, if I'm covered in bird poo and smells of other birds. This one would be so jealous. You can almost tell she's almost as if she's saying, yes, I am going to be jealous if you go there.
Luna. Someone's asking, are conures expensive?
I don't like answering that question for one reason.
Go on.
It depends who you buy them from. Multiple reasons, okay. Yeah. Depends who you buy them from. It depends why you're asking how much they cost. It's not the initial outlay you have to worry about.
That's true. It's very expensive.
That's included. It's everything that you have to think of for the whole bird's life.
That's what someone's saying here. All birds are expensive in the long run, no matter what they are.
You can't base how much a bird is
just
on buying the bird.
I saw a Moluccan. Am I saying that right? Moluccan. I'm sure it's Moluccan or Moluccan. It's an unusual type of cockatoo,
Okay, not one I've heard of.
Yeah, they're the rarest of the cockatoos, I believe. And there's one currently on Pets for Homes. Have a guess how much you think they want for it?
10,000?
11 grand.
Mm. If it's a rare parrot, I could easily understand, yeah.
And that does not include any cage, anything. Yeah. And they want 11 grand for it.
Yeah. I mean, you have to remember that birds can be valuable.
No, it's not hand tamed. Oh, have you seen it? Someone saying it's not hand tamed. It's not. They've never touched it. Oh no, I did see it in a picture with a child. The child had it. The child did. I did
Is that
see it
for Pets for Homes?
Pets for Homes, yeah. I mean, it's had a family and all. And they're quite. I did actually really respect the ad. Do you know that? I did, because they weren't. Okay. They weren't. Nicey nice about it. They said,
okay, look. You mean it was properly worded? So it's not a baby bird. It's an adoption.
It's an adoption, and they said, listen, we've had the bird for, I think it's 10. We've had the bird for 10 years. Being real with you, we've run into financial issues as a family and something else as a family, which I'm not willing to go into. The price is non-negotiable. We're not going to discuss it. So don't come to me and say, I'll give you 9 grand cash. It's not happening. Yeah. And also don't come to me if you can't take on a bird like this, because I'm not interested in this has always been your dream. I need hard evidence that you've had a bird like this before. And I did respect, he came across as a bit of a knob, but I thought, actually. Well,
that's actually a responsible person.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because you don't want people buying a bird like that and then finding it on Facebook less than 6 months later because somebody doesn't know what they're getting into.
Exactly that, and it wasn't hand tamed. I personally think it was a bird. Just going off how little the bird interacted with people. I personally think the bird had been bought and. No one had anticipated how hard it would be.
Well, here's another thing, Mel. Is it possible it was owned by a family member who is no longer with them? They are the second generation to have it, and they don't know how to look after it.
That is also very possible, yeah. I mean, they were quite cagey about the full details.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
that's something that's quite common. What a lot of older people, I mean, Luna here, if something happens to me, I've got a plan for where Luna goes.
You have to put them in wills, parrots. You have to put them in wills.
You do, because a macaw. What happens to a macaw if you buy it in your 40s and it's a baby macaw?
You're screwed. That was my deal, and I said to Alfie, it won't be a baby. If I got one, it would be a fully grown adult.
So I know of people who've got
someone inherited one by their granddad.
I know people who've got families where the kids are also. I mean, you know, I told you there's this lady in Australia who I follow.
Oh yeah,
and have followed for years. Her granddaughter is into birds, and she has macaws. Her granddaughter has macaws that she's already owns, but her grandmother looks after them most of the time. So the granddaughter has her own macaws at her grandmother's, so that eventually when she's older, she'll have them on her own. And she wants to be a vet and everything else, the girl. And I've watched this little girl for the last 5 or 6 years develop into a teenager with her grandmother, and how she looks after her own macaws. Absolutely fascinating to watch.
I love that. Someone's put it, they're like a child. They are. They are.
They're like 2-year-old toddlers. They have the brain of a 2-year-old toddler. Luna has the brain of a 2-year-old toddler. And believe me, she can use it. Can't you, Trouble? I mean, she'll happily go and sit on a fence in my garden and watch the sky and watch for danger.
Really?
I mean, she flew away twice and came back.
Simon's bird, before it went to live with his mum, he flew away. Harry. He was found 12 miles away, but he was found.
Well, the first time Luna did it freaked me out. There's a video on my page. It went semi-viral. Earned Luna a bit of money. Earned her some money a few months ago to get some things for her cage. Basically, when I went on holiday to Paris, I brought a new cage for her at my parents'. So she's got a holiday cage that's as good as her cage here. She's got a holiday cage that now is staying at my parents', so that when I go away for a few days in November on this cruise that I need to tell you about, when I go away on that, Luna's got the holiday cage still at my parents'. But that cage was brought by the money that she earned on the video of her disappearing for an hour.
She's self-sufficient now. She's famous. She's so cute.
She's why I came on TikTok in the first place.
I know, I saw your first video.
Literally, the first reason I came on TikTok was her.
I remember seeing your first video with the bird, because like I said, a lot of my content's bird content. I think it's really good that you got her a second cage that feels like hers, and it's less upheaving every time then, because
it just got too much for me to move her cage.
Absolutely.
So that's why she's got a holiday cage at my parents' now. My parents have got the room to store it. So yeah.
Would you trust her now with free flight, or is it still
not full free flight? No.
There's a guy on here. Have you seen him with the macaws? He takes them out.
I mean, quite loads of people free fly. I know people who free fly.
But he said the first few times you are terrified.
Well, this is what I mean. The first time she flew off, it was an accident, and she flew off for about an hour. And the reason she was gone for an hour was it was very busy outside. There was a lot of cars coming and going, a lot of people coming and going. She was literally in a tree nearby. I could hear her.
Oh, wow.
But because it was so busy, I couldn't see her. I didn't know exactly where she was, and she wouldn't come back. After a little while, I got my wheelchair out. I was going up and down the road, calling her name. The people out there must have thought I was nuts.
Like, Chanel! Do you remember Chanel?
Yeah, well, I was going, Luna! Luna! Yes, I remember the Chanel. Anyway, I started knocking on my neighbours' doors, going down the road, going, have you seen my bird? If you see my bird, please come and tell me. I got about 4 houses down, and I was halfway through saying, she's a little green conure, and she literally came and landed on my shoulder as I was saying it.
Oh my God.
And they were like, okay, we thought you were joking.
That's crazy that she
came and landed on my shoulder.
That is crazy.
That's the first time she did it. The second time she did it, I was like, right, don't panic. You know she's going to come back. I literally just sat in the garden, put B on the lead, and we just sat in the garden. I just sat there and called her name a few times. Took about 10 minutes, and she came flying back round. She flew over the house and straight back and landed on my shoulder again.
Jessie, no joke. When a bird bonds to you, it doesn't want to leave. Yeah. It wants to fly.
He's what's called a Velcro bird. I mean, you only have to watch this live for the last 2.5 or so hours to see how much this little one loves me.
Well, she's not even flown off to have her own space or have a drink or anything.
Yeah. I mean, she was eating mango. I mean, I've got... That's what we were eating earlier on. Fresh mango. This one was eating mango. She was like, let me at it. Weren't you?
Do you know what, Gemzino? Even if I didn't work, what's it got to do with you? You don't pay for me to survive, so stick your beak out. You're literal bitch.
Gemzino, you're a troublemaker.
That sounds sweet. My stepmom had a bird and it bit a lot. Yeah, they do that too.
I mean, this one bites. I mean, she's nibbling at the moment. She's nibbling my fingers and stuff, and this is affection. But she bites when she wants to. If she doesn't want to be
Sudden
handled,
movement.
or if I do something wrong, if I make a sudden movement, if I did something that she felt was threatening or dangerous, she would tell me by biting me.
Can they do damage? Let's have a look at the beak.
Can they do damage? Yes,
Yeah,
she bloody well can.
She
Oh,
can
she-
do damage, yeah. I looked at the big one.
If she wanted to, she could easily take a chunk out my finger.
Oh.
You know, I was saying yesterday about how macaws can break your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't. But she could take a chunk out your finger quite happily. She's drawn blood a couple of times, and multiple times she's left solid beak marks.
Oh my God.
But it's not as often. Now, she'll occasionally leave a beak mark. She left a beak mark about a month ago. But it's not often.
I've no idea what bird would have the strongest bite. I'm going to guess it would be maybe a prey bird, like a bird of prey. Would it?
I honestly don't know. I mean, when you talk about parrot strong bites, things like a hyacinth and a macaw, basically the macaws, they have the biggest beaks of the parrot family. So when it comes to size of bird, it's the size of bird and size of beak. Yeah, an eagle would probably be the strongest beak in the bird world.
Oh, yeah, someone's saying it's a macaw.
What is the strongest bird in the whole bird world? Okay. I suppose when it comes to macaws and things, they can crack nuts. I suppose an eagle and stuff like that grabs prey, grabs meat. It can't necessarily.
That's what they're saying. Made to literally open coconuts.
Yeah, which is what a macaw can do.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, can you imagine? My God.
I've seen it happen, Mel. I don't need to imagine. I've seen how easily they crack walnuts.
Well, do you know what always worries me sometimes when I see people with them?
Yeah.
And they land on their heads, like it lands on your head. But what if, like a macaw or something with a power beak, just decided to have a go at your head?
It happens.
That's surely dangerous. That.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the details. But I think it was Mikey took a chunk out of his owner's finger.
Fucking hell. Oh, your
I think
eyes.
it was an accident, but I remember Rebecca telling me about it. And I'm fairly sure they posted it on their socials as well. I don't think I've just said something I shouldn't have done. Yes, because he did a video about it. Because they were all for responsible parrot ownership. And talking about how they got Mikey without being fully aware of what they were going into.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so they were like, he was their first.
Yeah.
Right. My neighbour, well, I say my neighbour, my parents' neighbour, she's got two macaws. I do like them. I do think they're pretty. They're very pretty. I'm not as enamoured with them as I am the cockatoo, but I do think they're very pretty.
Oh, the thing about macaws is there's not just the blue and gold. The hyacinth. The blue and gold is the one everybody knows of. The hyacinth is the one with a lot of red.
Yeah.
And then there's the military macaw, which is slightly smaller with a smaller tail. There's the hyacinth, which is the big blue one.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, I said hyacinth for the red one. No, the red one is the harlequin. Then there's the hyacinth, which is the big blue one.
The green.
The military macaw is the dark green one. The green wing is the green one. There are so many different types of scarlet. Thank you, a scarlet macaw as well. There are so many different types of macaws. And people don't realise that they are so demanding. They really are. Yes, if you want to really follow somebody who's good with birds, there's a guy on here, American, called Zeb. Z-E-B.
Yes, I've watched a lot of his
He is probably
content.
the best bird person to watch on TikTok.
Because he's got all different kinds, hasn't he? He's got so many different birds. And he talks you
he's
through
so
them.
down to earth about it.
Yeah, I like
He's
him a
who
lot.
I watch for my son. If I want sun conure content, he's got a lovely little flock of sun conures. And if I want to watch sun conure content, I'll go and have a look at his page.
I've seen quite a bit of his stuff on McClaw's actually, and the difference in it's called Zeb.
Yeah, Z-E-B, Zeb.
Yeah, I do follow him. He's good.
Thanks, Richard.
There's another one as well. There's a lady, although she's winding down now because she's getting quite old. My Rani sent you a message on yours and Alfie's wedding day. She's with the blue and gold. My Rani. Your McCaw? My memory's so bad, you know. Although that is something that I likely absolutely loved at the time and was thrilled about. Yeah, there's a lady, she's winding down because she's getting on now, you know, and she talks you through all the different birds that she has and educates you. I'll spit that again. And educates you on them and says things like, you don't get this as a first-time bird owner.
Yeah.
You know, for God's sake, don't get this unless you've got other birds that
Yeah.
you know.
Don't get this unless you've had experience, things like that. People often say to me, what's an ideal first bird? And I turn around and say, because it's a common question that a lot of bird people get asked, what's a good first bird? The answer is, there isn't a good first bird.
That's what everyone says, yeah, it's true.
There isn't a good first bird because ideally bird keeping should never have started in the first place. And I will say that with Luna sat on my shoulder, I will say hundreds of years ago, not recently, bird keeping should never have started. I'm talking hundreds of years ago, pre-Victorian. Bird keeping should never have started, but it did.
It did.
And that's why we have...
Songbirds.
Pardon?
Songbirds started it.
Yeah.